It's a gift. For in it, the righteousness of God is revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith. Romans 1, verse 17. Before Martin Luther truly grasped the terms on which God forgives and accepts us, he lived a tortured existence as a monk, believing that right living and self-denial would somehow expunge his record of sin and guilt. He punished himself repeatedly in an attempt to bring his sinful nature under control. I was a good monk, he writes, and I kept the rules of my order so strictly that I may say that if ever a monk got to heaven by his mockery, it was I. All my brothers in the monastery who knew me will bear me out. If I had kept on any longer, I should have killed myself with vigils, prayers, readings, and other works. Of course, all of his efforts failed because the problem of sin is too serious and our guilt far too deep to be overcome by our own efforts. Luther's attempt at self-cleansing, the fasting, the self-deprivation, the punishment, failed him so miserably that even the Sermon on the Mount began to torment him. This word is too high and too hard that anyone should fulfill it, he said of Jesus' words. Flesh and blood cannot rise above it. It was in the city of Rome, where sinners climbed Pilate's staircase in an attempt to expunge their sins, that Luther finally struck upon the all-important truth of the gospel. We do not earn forgiveness. We accept it by faith. According to some versions of the old story, as he was climbing the staircase, our text we read earlier suddenly flashed into his mind. The just shall live by faith. That moment changed Western Christianity for all time. There is nothing that can be done to earn forgiveness. Yet the Bible promises that we can be forgiven, which leads to the astonishing conclusion that we can only obtain forgiveness as a gift. But for some reason, to the sinful human mind, it seems harder than working off a debt. Our pride can stand in the way of receiving large gifts because we believe that we have to return the favor or earn said gift. Not so with Jesus. Our job, the requirement, is to believe that when he says, you are forgiven, I am forgiven, we are forgiven, his word is truth. And we should live as it is so.